Well, every Sunday, Pat Sullivan from Sullivan Hardware and Garden stops by with some great advice. Today, he's got some tips for keeping critters in your yard under control.
Well, it's been an interesting year for sure as far as the weather goes. You know, we were running, had a little bit of rain, but we're still a little dry. So I started thinking about moles. And we really I haven't seen a ton of activity. I actually looked up our sales of some of the most popular mole repellents, and they are starting to pick up. So maybe that is a sign of activity is going. So I thought we'd just go through a little bit of quick things to look at on your lawn and garden right now. First of all, as I mentioned, moles, there's all kinds of stuff. This is castor granules, castor bean granules. I don't know how it works. I don't think it does work, but people like it. These right here, this is a spike that has a battery in it, and it vibrates every 60 seconds. It's supposed to scare them. People swear by these. They really do. I have a hard time figuring out how that's going to scare a mole away because this mole is tough. A mole can actually dig like 90 feet of tunnels in 24 hours. You know, the work ethic of a mole should be learned by some of our young people. All right, maybe not. This is very effective, a trap. People have trouble with the traps because they're hard to set. This one's a little bit easier to set. The key with the trap is finding out where an active run is. And you do that, you just take your foot, smash it down, you mark it with a little flour, wait 24 hours, and you do that 6-8 spots, find one that has popped back up, and that's where you're gonna set the trap. You'll kind of break up the clay so the spikes go through nicely. So if it doesn't go off in 48 hours, you try it again and you move it around. So don't just sit there and watch the trap. I will tell you, these are a lot of fun. These are smoke bombs. They don't work at all, but they're fun. They actually work for groundhogs okay. This is probably number one. This is like little gummy worms. And you find an active run and you put them about every 5 feet, and these are very effective. So this is probably the number one thing, and this is the thing I looked at, and the sales of those are picking up, so a little bit of grub activity. Not grub, mole activity. I'm going to grubs. Grubs right now, this would be the thing to put on. You see advertisements for this in March and April, which is way too early to put it on. Now is the time, right now, to put this down. Might even be a little bit late, but that will control because pretty soon the beetles will go in and lay their larvae, and that's when they start eating on the roots of your lawn. So protect your lawn now with those, and if you start having Japanese beetles around, 7 or 8, the chemical 8 works well. If you want something all organic, there's neem oil, which does okay, but not great. So, and the old Japanese beetle trap right here, these things are fascinating. You hang them like this, and there's a little lure that you get in a package and you put it on here, and it simulates a sleazy Japanese beetle nightclub, and they come flying in here. The thing is, they come and you bring them into your yard. So what you want to do is you want to put these in your neighbor's yard to pull the Japanese beetles away from your house. See? It's not just, I'm a thinking man. All right, so a few things that you can do right now and just kind of be watching those plants and waiting for the next thing to start eating something.
There you go. Not a bad day to get, maybe some yard work done.
That's right.
Especially before it gets hot.
Man, it's always like, what problem's going to pop up now?